Employers are struggling with Gen Z. After 25 years of corporate training, I can tell you exactly why and how to fix it. Gen Z is the first generation to grow up completely on technology. They've been programmed with unbelievable amounts of information, more than the human brain was designed to receive. They are wired completely different. They watch social influencers and they can see an influencer who has a personification and they'll adopt that personification and take on that identity. They have all of these identities as ways of describing themselves. These identities they will fight furiously for. These identities give them a sense of meaning and a sense of purpose, even if they're detrimental. It's kind of like the movie Invasion of the Body Snatchers. There was an alien species that took over the human species. The human body was left intact. The human personality kind of intact, but there was something a little bit off. Gen Z, body's intact, personality's intact, but there's something a little bit off. Now, this is a metaphor, if you know what I mean. But I'm saying there's a little bit of accuracy to it because they are not programmed or wired like all the generations that came before them. People like themselves. Whenever you see somebody different, it can throw you into survival. And they can be in survival. A lot of Gen Z have identities like, I have ADD, I suffer from anxiety, I suffer from schizophrenia, I suffer from body dysmorphia, I suffer from self-harm, I don't like myself, I don't love myself. And this is very common for the ones that I've met. Now remember that Gen Z isn't doing anything wrong. Technology happened to them. They did not happen to technology. Oftentimes we persecute them like they did something wrong. No, they did nothing wrong. The parents did nothing wrong. This is uncharted territory. There is an epidemic of kids out there right now that are challenged. And just as challenged are the kids that are their parents because they don't know what to do because this is uncharted territory. They have powerful identities they hold on tightly. Challenge that identity and they go sideways fast. They can look at us like we're the problem and maybe we are. That's not attitude. That's their nervous system protecting itself. A lot of them can have a feeling of entitlement or wanting things quickly because everything is moving quicker in today's world. A lot of them read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Would you rather be the poor dad that climbed the ladder or would you rather be the rich dad that owned the ladder? They'd rather be the rich dad that owned the ladder. So they have an entrepreneurial spirit, but we don't know what to do with them because they're different. They don't understand us just like we don't understand them. Remember the bell curve. 20% of Gen Z is struggling. 20% is thriving, and then we have the 60% in the middle that are doing okay. We remember the difficult 20% and punish the whole generation. That's not fair and that's not accurate. Here's what actually works. Ask them what they don't know. When I have them in a class, I'll say, what is your brain or ego's primary purpose? Rarely do they get the answer that is to protect your survival. Then I say, if you do 100 good things one day and one negative thing, what is your ego going to focus on? The negative thing. We have a habit of focusing on the negative. At that moment, they have an aha. Do you own your cell phone or does your cell phone own you? Another aha. Then I'll say to them, do you run your emotions or do your emotions run you? Another aha. Give them complete acceptance, not patience, not tolerance, acceptance. But first, let me tell you about a young Gen Zer that was in my training room recently. He walked into the class perfectly dressed, fully accessorized, very intelligent young man. On the second day, when I asked him, what is your weakest link? He said, my ego. On the third day, I said, you know what? Just love your ego. Love being a 24-year-old man. Love the experience of being you. At that moment, he melted. It's like I hit him with an arrow of love and he literally just melted. It was profound. At that moment, I knew everything I needed to know about Gen Z. That kid didn't need to be fixed. He needed to be seen. Gen Z isn't broken. Your job isn't to fix them, it's to understand them and meet them where they're at. Because when you do, they melt. Just like that kid in my training room. If you like this content, please subscribe. We're not here to avoid pressure. We're here to handle it. We're building strength and we're turning snowflakes into diamonds.